Welcome, my name is Arlo and this is Elemental Idea. And today we're going to be talking about Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. I watched this movie and I was bored. That's your review right there. I just watched this movie and could be better. Could be better. Let's go with the good parts of the movie. Events. Right, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga is the new movie for George Miller, and he also directed Furiosa, the first one, and this one is a prequel from a sequel, the Mad Max. I'm gonna say that again. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga is a prequel from Furiosa that is a sequel from Mad Max. And that's the state of Hollywood right now. Prequel from the sequel from the prequel. This movie is the story of Furiosa and how she became the one that we already meet in the older movie. Okay, right away, this is not gonna be a step-by-step or a recap of the movie. It's gonna be my ideas on this movie. So if you wanna hear some spoilers, I will give you a spoiler warning at the end, and I will talk about some nitpicks and stuff that I don't like about the movie. But for now, this is gonna be spoiler-free right now. So the story of Furiosa, if you already know, she lives in the green place and she gets captured or lost, and she gets to the wasteland. And in the wasteland, she suffers and she gets to be harder, and a lot of stuff happened to her, a lot of bad stuff, and that's how she became Furiosa. But oddly enough, that's her name. In the movie, we learn that Furiosa is her actual name, the name that her mother gave her. Oh, we meet her mother in this movie. Her mother is awesome. I will say that it is even more hardcore than Furiosa. Couple of stuff that I didn't expect about this movie. I don't know why to replace Charlize Theron, because Anna Taylor-Joy is great. She's really great. She's really beautiful. But, well, the movie don't need her. I understand this is a younger incarnation of Furiosa, but when you see the movie, you will see what I said, that you don't need to actually have a younger incarnation. But okay, that's what the director says. Regardless, this is Chris Hemsworth movie. He's the bad guy of this movie. He's the antagonist, and he is the one calling the shots. He's the one who moving the plot forward. Everybody else is just following along what is happening. You get to see a little more of the wasteland and how the factions work. Cinematography wise, it's a good movie, but Dune ruined it for me completely, because when you see Dune Part 1 or 2, you see that desert and it's so beautiful and it's so cinematic and it's so awesome. And when you see Furiosa, you feel the CGI, you feel the green backgrounds, you feel it. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of action in this movie. You will enjoy it. If you like cars, if you like gas, if you like that sentiment of going, running, and exploding stuff, you like it. A couple of complaints about the movie: you have like really hardcore stuff. They don't show you. There is a battle. There is the big battle. You won't see that. There is some torture. You won't see that. It is clear that the director is trying to keep this in a, I don't know, family-friendly stuff, but Mad Max probably is not the best IP for doing that. Okay. There is a little cameo they remind you about Mad Max, and I will leave it out from the movie because it will remind you about Mad Max, and it will make you think about a better movie. And at the end, you will see scenes from Furiosa, Fury Road, and that will also make you think about a better movie. So for me, this is an average movie. If I have to say, I will stream it. I will wait to be on streaming. It's different from the other Mad Max. It's more, they take this movie too seriously. They try to put that plot, and the Chris Hemsworth is having a lot of fun with his demented stuff and his script and whatever he's saying. But for me, it's out of place. This is people who live in a post-apocalyptic world, and education and higher thinking and philosophy is kind of out of the reach for these people, or at least they're not concerned with that. So, yeah, for me, it's not as good. Okay, moving on forward. Let's talk about spoilers. Before the spoilers, I didn't tell you, it's a story about Furiosa, how she get captured, and how she get to be in the Citadel, and how she learned to be what she is, and how she learned to fight, and that's it. That's the plot of the movie. Right? Like I told you, it is more about the mentor, the Mantis, the Chris Hemsworth character, and he's the one moving the plot along. Right? So you will see it. If you like to explore a little more the lore of Mad Max, you will enjoy this movie. Alright, now, nitpicks, spoilers. You are warned. 1, 2, 3, spoilers! Okay. Spoilers about the movie. It's way too long. 2 hours and, 28 minutes is way too much. 148 minutes is what it is. It's way too much. I was bored at the vinyl. And at the beginning of this movie, the actress who played young Furiosa, she's really good. She's really stoic. She gets in trouble because the script said, go and get in trouble. The whole beginning of the movie is they're like collecting fruit. She and another kid, and they see a couple of guys from the Citadel. They're killing a horse and dismembering, and she go into these guys to try to disable their bikes. And I don't know any kid that will do that. And after that, she get captured, and her mom start chasing the guys. That's the best sequence of the movie for me. And the mom is awesome. She fights a lot, she has really good aim, and at the end she dies. She actually gets Furiosa to kill every single guy in front of her, and she forget that apparently woman can be evil too, and she gets betrayed by one of the ladies over there. Yeah, it is what it is. So Furiosa gets captured, her mom dies, and she goes to be with the mentors that is trying to find this green place, and he believes he finds it in the Citadel. Right. Meanwhile, Furiosa is with the historian of the group, and he's trying to teach him stuff, and she start tattooing the map back to his people in her arm. It's gonna be important later, I swear. They spent way too long with young Furiosa and what is happening, and this is the part I told you was bored, because it's like, alright, more at the second part of the movie, and we're still dealing with Furiosa and how she escaped, and after she grew up is of course in a flash, and now she's big and she's working with the rest of the guys. She's making herself valuable, and she's trying to escape still with the map to the green place tattooing her arm. Yeah, is how it sounds. After that, they go, and I say they because there is another characters around Furiosa. They're not important. What is important is what Chris Hemsworth is doing with the Citadel and the other. There is another setup, another. Oh, and they have chapters in this movie. I don't know what they were think they were doing. They have chapters. They think they were telling this grand story, and it's a simple story about apocalyptic mayhem. But yeah, the director thinks it's a masterpiece. You will see it. You will see it. They have like rules and chapters, and they give you these black and white titles, and you're like, this is kind of out of place. And at the end, they forget they were doing that. Where it was. Okay. Yeah, Furiosa started doing roundabouts to pick up gasoline, and they have like a tray between the Citadel and the gas station that the mentor is controlling. He want more. He want to control all the 3 main posts of the wasteland, so he attacks. And this is the stuff. During the movie, a lot of stuff happens, and I told you the director will cut away from the gruesome stuff. They will have no gore in this movie, a little blood only. You will have like member berries, like the white guys, and the drug they put in their teeth. They make them mad. Yeah, you will have that too here. They will have some fights. There is a cool scene, action piece between when they're going in the big truck, the semi truck, and they're fighting other guys. They rebel against the Dementus guy, is one of the factions. They have like a flying Icarus or something that looks like a octopus in the sky, and I was like, what is this? Why these people they're scrambling for water have a flying Icarus? It is crazy. I know it's a nice effect. It's dumb. You will see it. And I was looking at it and I was checked out like, what is this? They're flying through the wastelands and and there is a stuff that really bothers me about Mad Max and these new movies is this is an apocalyptic world and they have so many gas to fill all these cars on all these explosions, and they have a refinery. Assuming there is a bunch of oil there, and it's the first time that get answered for me, so I'm happy about that for what it is. Yeah, and at the end it's a battle. It's supposed to be the main battle, and they don't show you that because it's all about the Furiosa story and how she gets revenge. At the end, she captured the mentor and the Mentus, and she is torturing him for some reason, and they have this big dialogue, and he says like, yeah, I'm just a screw up and I do this because they did it to me, so I have to do it to other people to feel good. And this movie is taking too much time to end. And in this time, you will see there is green screen. This has a weird close-up of Furiosa, weird close-up of Chris Hemsworth. I didn't like this, the end, right? And at the end, they have like, yeah, she did kill it, she didn't kill it, but I'm gonna tell you what she did. She planted a tree on top of this guy, and the tree is growing out of this guy, and that's it. And the end of the movie is right at the beginning of the Charlize Theron movie. And that's what I told you, that easily they could use Charlize Theron in this movie. I love Anna Taylor-Joy, but they try to take this franchise from Mel Gibson, and now they're taking it out from Charlize Theron, and yeah, I don't think it's working. There's supposed to be a follow-up for this movie called The Wasteland. I won't get my highs up in this. I don't think they're gonna make it because this one I'm not saying it's gonna fail. I'm just saying for me, it wasn't good enough. So this is an average movie for me. You're welcome to see it in theaters. I watched it on IMAX. It looks pretty. Nothing that you didn't see before. Like I told you, if you see Dune this year, this movie is cutting it short. And I'm sorry I'm comparing so much, but there is other action movie. We just watched Dune and The Fall Guy. So were you looking at this movie or watching this movie, it gets short-handed. That's what it is. Plus, I don't know how she painted. You see this in the trailer. She painted her face with this oil or whatever she is. And after that, the makeup is flawless. She had it behind their ears, under her eyes, and it's flawless. And I was like, yeah, someone did that for you. Who and why? Nitpicks, like I told you, nitpicks. Anna Taylor-Joy is gorgeous. She do a lot with the script that she has. She have like few lines only at the end. Most of the movie she's not talking, and I don't know. Probably this is the director have a joke with this, like, oh yeah, in the other one the protagonist was Mad Max the guy, so he does not talk. So in this one, Furiosa is not going to talk. I don't know. If you like what you see here, click here or here to see more. And this was Elemental Idea. Bye.